Merry Christmas in July. How are you doing? You should be feeling great or feeling better. We are halfway through the year, getting ready for Christmas in July so that we got our finances and some extra money to finish up for Christmas or whatever you want to do. You may be by yourself. You may be saving up for Christmas cruise or Christmas vacation if you're by yourself, or and they have people that are by themselves. They go with a company and all of them are single and they go, senior citizens, whatever, they put it together. Or you may be thinking of a special gift for your grandkids or your children or whatever. You just want some extra money maybe, and at Christmas, I'm going to pad my bill. I'm going to fix this bill by Christmas. Maybe you got 6 months to go. Okay, so get on it. Let's do our affirmations first. Here we are. Keep smiling. Be calm. Stay humble. Work hard. Be grateful. Never give up. Stay strong and believe in yourself because nobody else will. Not like you. You got to believe in yourself, okay? You can't give up. The only thing you can do is try. You are a loser if you don't even try to do it. If you can't do it, that's okay. You did try. You're not a loser. Before we start our Christmas things, because it's Christmas in July, and we need to probably start getting ahead of things by Christmas, and we need to be thinking of maybe a bill, 1 or 2 or 3, or maybe it's just one that's just bugging you and bugging you. Mine happens to be, I have my house, the rental house that I'm renting next door that, I have renters in there, but I want to be strategic about what I'm doing, and I want to show you what has happened so far and what's going on and how it happened. And I want to get ahead of myself on this house. So let's go through some of the things that if I just kept doing what I was doing, okay? So let's start from the beginning. He had gotten into trouble with the city, and they told him to sell the house. It had people in there, shouldn't have been in there. It had scamming people squatting. It was just all over the place. One squatted, and I knew they didn't belong there. And I mean, my neighbor who had just moved in, he said he bought it. I said, no, he didn't buy that house. They are either renting or they're squatting. And the landlord wasn't checking. You couldn't get a hold of him, blah, blah, blah. And we all knew better, about what was going on. And lo and behold, they were squatting. Okay, wouldn't cut their grass. Grass was up probably almost 4 feet. Looked like weeds, just going up, And, the fleas, the ticks, whatever's in there, chitterbugs or whoever, you just had all this going on next door. They had company come. Cars would be late at night. They would be out front eating, and then they throw the trash out or sit it very strategically standing up in the middle of the street. Sometimes I wonder why people act the way they do in neighborhoods that aren't theirs, or if they are there, you've never been in a neighborhood like that. Why do you start acting up that you pull down the neighborhood? That's why people flee neighborhoods. There's white flight, but let me tell you, it's brown flight, black flight, that people get up and go. They don't want to be in there. They don't want to be like that. They don't want to hear anything. They want peace and quiet. They want to have some fun in their neighborhood. A neighborhood where you can't even step out the door. Your child cannot step out the door. You can't do anything. And some people are locked in those neighborhoods. They can't drive, or they don't have the transportation or the cars. And they wind up going to the neighborhood store, which is usually not owned by, anybody of their race or color or whatever. And then they jack up the prices in the store. I told you had to stop one day in one of those stores to get some evaporated milk. that only costs, sometimes $1.59 or something, and here they had it for $5 and something. But see, you lock people into those prices. Plus, they hadn't even changed the evaporated milk. The cans were thick with dust, hadn't dusted. It was just like, who cares? We're in this neighborhood, we're making money, blah, 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 bye. And so, I'm not against people owning stores, but keep yourself up in whatever neighborhood you're in. People shouldn't be treated like that. But anyway, my mortgage, what happened was that they had told him, you either sell it quick, you got 30 days, or we take it. And so I had been talking to him because I bought my house from him. And I would see him out there, and he hadn't cut, nobody was cutting the grass. He thought they were cutting the grass, because it was renting, and it was in the contract. You're supposed to take care of your grass. He didn't know anything about it. And so we were talking, and he says, I got to sell it. I got 30 days. And I said, how much are you selling it for? And he said, for you, I'll give it to you half price. So he gave it to me for half price. So I paid is $350,000, and I put down $179 and $350. Did I say that right? $350,000. I put down a down payment of $179,475. The loan amount I got for the loan was $170,525. I'm not saying my numbers right, but either way, you got it. The interest rate was 5.97, which the interest rates may go down depending on if the president can either Mr. Powell moves the interest rate, or they find a legal way to remove him and try to get the interest rate. They can't move them up and down too much because it will cause a recession. I heard somebody else say, we're in a recession now. You're not in a recession. Okay, no, you just don't have any money. All right. You were really in a recession, depression, oppression last year. I felt that the last 4 years, and I'm sorry to say, I felt broke for a while. Okay, I was, started in 2021, and I was wondering what happened, and everything fell apart, and I saw people falling apart, and it was not good. And to sit here and think we were good is not it. I'm gonna speak up on that one. We were not good. Okay, if you look at your mortgage payment, look for the real monthly payment. Don't look for property tax, okay, in there, or, I can't think, but don't put the escrow in there. Okay, look for the real monthly payment. All right, and so if the thing about it with house payments, if you look at the amortization chart, that's going to tell you if you keep going the way you're going, that's exactly what you're going to get. Okay, if you keep with this monthly payment or whatever payment they push it up to eventually, you know how they do that, you're going to keep paying that payment, and that's the way it's going to go. They can tell you exactly how much interest all the way to you in the payment. I can write out this whole thing right here and keep going. It's pages sometimes, depends on when and where it's going. And this loan was drug out till 2050. I'm not sitting here 2050 on $170,000. That means a whole lot of interest for them, not me. Okay, I pay more interest than getting principal if you keep doing that. So what would happen, I wanted to show you, was this payment right now is sitting at $138,642.68. And yes, I paid it down. Okay, yeah, I've been working on it. Okay, I wasn't pretending. I was working on it. Okay, that's better. I was working on it. So my scheduled regular payment is $1,454.70. The only thing that would come, this right here, this little amount, $288.65, is all that they're going to put on the principal. The principal is what's paying off your house. $288.65. Okay, now you can keep doing that, but their interest for August is $404.37, and they already know the next payment. Okay, they already know the next balance of the house. It's going to be $138,354.03, and it does the same thing every month. If the principal on this month, oh yeah, they gave you a few more cents, so now it's $289.49, but still high interest at $403.53, and they already know the next month. If you keep doing that, that's the next month, and it's on your amortization chart. Now what you need to do is disrupt that. Okay, disrupt that. I wouldn't have gotten from 170,000 down to 138 in 1 year without disrupting. I disrupted the status quo. Okay, so this time I'm going to disrupt again. And so I wanted to show you, make sure that you check what you are doing, and we will bring this out when it's time to disrupt, because I have to figure out what I want to lay on it. And sometimes I don't lay anything on it. I wait till the end of the year and I throw stuff at it. But remember, where do you want to get ahead? So I want to get ahead on the house payment, the mortgage, the home happiness right now. Okay, that's not my home, but it's my house. Okay, but I want to get ahead on it. And so where am I going to be in 1 month? What am I going to pay in 3 months? What am I going to pay in 6 months? Or what am I going to save? Maybe I want to save, and in 6 months, I want to slap some more money on it. So I'm going to figure that out and get back to you on that. And we will do our Christmas binder with all its happiness. Can you imagine that if I would get finished with the Christmas binder? That would be good. Really good. But anyway, we will try, right? So, as much as we can, I have to use this green one. I know y'all are sick of green, but, can't help it. So, this is $10 for each Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. How lovely are your branches. 20. Okay, we'll start on this row here. And we'll put 30. I think I'll put 50 in there. 40. And 50. We got to step up our game, because, July's almost over with. And if not, I'll be doing this forever, which is fine. But we will keep on rolling. So I know some of you are doing Christmas in July. How are you doing? Some of you are not. You're paying off bills. That's okay. That's okay. Whatever you have to do with your life. So I think we are finished with this one, because this one right here is, I gotta get my light on here. $10. I got the light on. I gotta bend it. It's like glare. $10. We are finished with that one. Woo! Okay, so we've got 150, 60, 170, and this one is finished. Put the big D on there. Goodbye. With the holiday baking. And I will still be doing some Christmas challenges from people, but hey, it's over, right? It is over. I told you I'm working on getting finished with binders. Nothing that just binders gotta go. Okay, it's let's break down the binders. We put them up for a little while, take a break. All right, so for this one right here, we're gonna put in $20 on the stuffing. Yeah, that's stuffing. I had to look at it too. I was like, what is that? So that'll make $200. Okay, on this one, we will put in $15. 10, 5, 15. So we're done with the gift roll. Roll. Rickroll. Never gonna give you up. So 15. And that'll make 185. Okay, so then the next one. What's going on over here, people? Party people. Put $20 over here. 20. $20. Yeah, it would be great if that interest goes down. And then great on everything. And please don't go out there and buy up everything and lose your mind. Think you don't go over. Get things that you really need. Like maybe back to school stuff. You know, back to school. School starts like 2 or 3 weeks. Except for the all year people. Yeah, I know. The all year people are over there. So I know. Let's put 15 up here. But see, I told y'all that, I told y'all that. You getting out of school. Well, you better take advantage of some of that. No, you didn't. You went, no, it's summertime. And here we are, and back to school. Everything's starting up. Back to school again. Okay, let's put, what's down here? Okay, let's put 10 here. There we go. We got 100 there so far. Fill the tray. Fill the cookie tray. My favorite tray. Let's take $10 for the cookie tray. Gotta keep these trackers together. Really, they help because sometimes you're sitting there and I put more money. This is finished. These are finished. Okay, we are finished for today. Getting ourselves together. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy yourself. If you want to join me on the mortgage, working on the mortgage, let me know. I'm making a tracker for that. And I'll put it, I think I'm going to put it free so that you can do your mortgage and keep track of it. So take care because we are on the mortgage train. So if you want to join me, go right ahead. Come on to this challenge. See ya. God bless you. Take care of you, and everything in your life is going to get much better. It really is. Bye-bye.